The guy taking the pill?
Is that a thing? I don't have one, I'll just pull out.
How do men trust us when we're like, yeah, we're on the contraception?
It should be an app with STIs.
So STDs are so scary.
In last week's episode, we were talking about female contraception. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about male contraception and all the problems that come with it.
We'll also try to find the perfect contraceptive. Does that even exist? So let's see what the girls have got to say.
The guy taking the pill?
Is that a thing?
It is a thing.
I was always intrigued if they could make a pill for guys, if guys would take it, because I'm pretty sure no guys would take it.
It
Exists, but like no one would use it because it's like, yeah.
This is the answer.
I think is they think it'll make them feel less manly, low-key, if they, oh yeah, I'll take the pill.
We've learned in society that it's always the female, and it should definitely not be that case. As females, you get double a burden happening to your body, so the risk of pregnancy and the risk of STIs, you do want some sort of control.
That's a really interesting point actually, because I feel like for us, if we don't take it, we're the ones getting pregnant, right? But if it's like a guy, I've never really thought about that, but if they were taking medications, they could just lie, right? Yeah. I think that male contraception could be such a thing, should be a thing, because like they can get a lot more women pregnant in the space of time than we can get pregnant ourselves, if you get what I mean. So
I think if they could control who they get pregnant, I think it would be a better place, to be honest. I mean, there wouldn't be many children.
I think if it was more established in society and that they were able to deal with the consequences and the side effects that we have dealt with for decades, and it was normalised, then yeah, they should be and we should be. I think it's about open conversation. So whether that's they're starting to have sex and whoever they're having sex with to have a joint responsibility.
I think, yeah, as long as they're brought into it at an early age like we are, then it'd be absolutely fine for them to be involved. It requires a lot of effort and they would need to understand the consequences like we do as women.
how do men trust us when we're like, yeah, we're on the contraception, and it's like, what, a one-night stand or someone you're dating? Like, how do you?
I would not trust, I would still be on my contraception.
But I would trust my partner to do it because obviously we're together, but you kind of can't trust a guy you're dating to be as on the ball as a woman would be.
I think I would trust men to take it. Maybe that's just the men I know who are quite responsible with things, and I think you know, having a baby or if someone got pregnant, you know, is such a huge life change. Men should care enough. And I actually know a few men who I know would rather be in charge of that, and because of the fact that they've had experiences with girls who said they were on the pill or maybe weren't, or like things, and I just know a few like crazy stories like that. That's not to say men are perfect in any way, and I much trust women more so, and I think, you know, it's a woman's body and her right to choose. It would be great, you know, that like double effect, you know, imagine if like if a guy said he was on the pill and a woman said she was on the pill, just to like be on both sides, which is consensual for both parties really.
When I was first having sex, like the guys I was sleeping with were like very uncommunicative about their condoms. A lot of boys would say they didn't have condoms, or they'd say, oh, I have one, but like it's upstairs, like making it sound really long to get. They weren't like, sure, I'll go get it. I'll go get it right now. You lie there, you wait there.
Like,
yeah. It was like an excuse.
So much better without. You're like,
always.
Yeah.
But then days after, I'd be like regretting it so much. So I would be like, I wish they would just say like, it's so easy to put on, it's so easy to do, like it's all right, don't worry.
I think many guys are not happy with condoms because they don't feel like they are going to work properly.
I've had a few experiences where the guy has been like, I don't have one, I'll just pull out, whatever, and then either doesn't, which is problematic in itself.
I've never had that. That is awful. I tell all my friends that is like actually not okay.
Having sex, and then there's that voice in your head being like, you can still get pregnant from pre-cum, or also what about STI, then going to get the morning after pill, which is not ideal.
I think as you get older, you're more laid back. You're like, but that
That idea is wrong though, because it's like you hear people that literally meet a guy one night and it could be their first time or like a one night stand, and then the next thing they know, they've got this like insane STD.
I would prefer like a physical contraception instead of like a chemical one.
Yeah.
Because I hate the feeling of like not being myself.
I mean, the fairest would probably be something for both.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking,
men
something that's
and women,
unisex.
right?
Yeah,
Something
somehow.
for both. Because I don't think it's fair that it should be all on one party, because like it's just shit, isn't it? Getting the side effects and whatever. I don't know how it would work though.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work. But I also think like if it is unisex, then that means there is some responsibility on the male. And for me personally, I just feel like if you're gonna get pregnant, it'll be us getting pregnant, not them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that lack of control of not knowing, or maybe they just like, if it's something that you have to take, then they may not have taken it as well. So like they might have forgotten and stuff, whereas like that ends up being my responsibility as well.
About
something that you don't have to take every day, like the pill, where it's like actual medication. Something that you don't have to remember to take every single day kind of thing. That way like that kind of control side kind of be cancelled out, I guess.
Yeah, and you can see on the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, if they're wearing it, they're wearing it. Like, there's nothing.
Where's your patch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a bracelet, you know.
Yeah, something like wearable that you can actually see. Yeah.
STDs are so scary.
And I think they're played down more in society than they
like,
should be. Because like I feel like we've like learned about it and it's not great. And I think people think, oh, it's just normal, it happens. But I don't think that's the way it should be. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, some kind of way to maybe make it, rather than like bringing out certificates and stuff, in a more informal way.
But I suppose it's only like condoms, right? And barrier contraception that works against STDs,
Yeah.
so.
That's true.
Yeah.
So maybe the patch wouldn't work. Yeah, exactly.
Good certificate, right?
Yeah, that's true. It comes to the certificate. Maybe they need an app.
You know?
Yeah, an app.
An app with your
sexual status. And then you can choose who you want to show it to.
Yeah, exactly. That might be the way to go.
I was thinking, so you know with the track and trace, how they message everyone anonymously, they say you've been in contact with someone with COVID, it should be the exact same with STIs. It should be an app with STIs. You have to legally put your details in, and like if you've got an STI, you put your details in. It's all anonymous. It wouldn't be a big deal.
Since there are so many things to consider, who, in your opinion, should be responsible for contraceptives?
Please let us know in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we see you, as always, next Friday.
See you next Friday.